Okay, I'm live. It's been a while since we've done an archive dive. Going to take a look at the Spider-Man 4 Xbox 360 prototype. Already tested it on hardware, and unfortunately, it will not boot. But I'm just going to go ahead and show that. So trying to run it on an actual Xbox 360 console is a no-go. But then we're going to jump over to Xenia, where you can play it. It's slow, but it should work now that I've adjusted a few graphical settings. Because the previous time I tried to run it on Xenia, it was all black with grey lines going through it. And it really didn't look all that good. Hey, Alt1, welcome. So yeah, just to prove that it does not boot on hardware, I'm just going to try and boot the Xbox executable file now. And it just comes up and says game couldn't start. So unfortunately, it's not going to happen on hardware. But, thankfully, it does run on Xenia. Yeah, so that Spider-Man, it was going to be the Vulture, right? Vulture was going to be the main villain in it. I would have liked to have seen it. I mean, by the same token, maybe we avoided a bullet by not having a fourth Raimi, but I'm one of those boring people. I even liked Spider-Man 3. Alright, Xenia. Go ahead and open Spider-Man R. And we should get Spider-Man and all related pictures, copyright, blah blah blah. Welcome, Valentine's Eve. Welcome, Johnny. So there isn't any sound here until you actually get into the gameplay on this prototype. So now I can adjust the game volume accordingly once the... Hey! The graphics work this time. Okay, so when I was testing this in my own time, all the graphics were messed up. But it looks a bit better now. Okay. So yeah, this is the Spider-Man 4 for Xbox 360 that we never got. Let's get that into the box. Okay. Okay, so let's just get started then. Give this a play. There's a lot of collision missing. Frame rate is going to be awful. You fall through the ground. This was... it was far from complete at this point in time. Very early in development, this. The game was cancelled fairly quickly. Of all the versions that I've played, the Wii version is the most complete. But this has, you know, city swinging, which the Wii version had specified levels. This has something of a semi-open world going on. If you thought about getting that Daredevil prototype, the one that ended up being Saints Row, I would love to get my hands on that. Oh wait, no, that was Punisher, wasn't it? That was a Punisher game that ended up being Saints Row. You should see what this game looked like before I made the graphics setting change. It was completely just... everything was black and there was grey lines through everything. From what I hear, this game's work ended up getting reworked into the game that we know as Prototype. So this Prototype became Prototype. If what I've heard is correct, this ended up becoming Prototype. So what you're seeing here is sort of like a prototype for Prototype. Even at this point, they got cars on the road, they got pedestrians. I love it! Oh, I love it. Spider-Man, stop! Stop. Look at him go. So anyway, we've got a debug menu that we can access by pressing back on the pause screen. We've also got a mission select, and this will chuck us into all the various test maps that are in the game. So we've got plenty of these to look through. Let's have a look at tutorial encounters. Oh, there's a helicopter. Right, target heli with left trigger. Tap RB to enter web mode. Use right stick to aim. It's kind of working. Aha! Love it. I kind of like what this one was going for. This is amazing. Even in this state, this game is much more playable than the Spider-Man 3 that we got. On Xbox 360. Like, this is actually way more playable than that game. And it's not even complete. I love it. Get back on the helicopter, you sod. Amazing. Oh, Peter and MJ would have been divorced in the Spider-Man 4 movie. Okay, mission select. Core Mechanics demo mission. Let's have a look.
Slow day. $1.5 million. Send Hobgoblin the bill. He flew into the Jumbotron, not me.
10-4, Police Chopper 3 inbound, responding to backup request, West Side Shipping Terminal.
They ain't even gotten as far as a cutscene. This is ambitious.
Here we go again.
Hey, it's the webhead! Forget the cops, they're done for. Get Spider-Man!
They were very pleased with this helicopter mechanic. Come on, hit him, hit him, hit him! No! Get on the rooftop! Get on the rooftop! Hey, Jacob, welcome. Right.
That ought to keep you quiet. Man, that piece of chocolate was hit pretty hard. Better check it out.
Ah! I love this! It's great! It's a shame I can't get it running on actual hardware. Yo, they'd even got as far as combat? That's kind of cool. Right, so it's Y to web swing. Yeah, same mechanic as with the helicopter. So, shoot web, press Y, jump to him. This is kind of complete. In, like, a weird way. Ooh, what does that mean? Is that, like... Is that showing things I can web to? What does holding B do? Holding B sort of webs everything in front of me. B. That seems like a lot to pay for that game. I think a lot of places, you know, charge a lot for games just on the off chance they'll find one person that's willing to pay it. See a lot of stuff listed on Amazon for stupid prices. I'm loving the webbed objects thing going on here, like webbing things to things. I mean, it was very incomplete at this stage, but look at this! Being able to just web people. Like that. It's so cool! Webbing him into the air. Oh, they're saying that game is worth that. Mint, maybe? Video game prices are absurd nowadays. They really are. What I gotta do, get into that. What I gotta do, touch it? A problem requires your attention. Tags lure. 0 objects supplied for focus object stack traceback. Ignore? Debug? Start to abort? Well, that worked. And who says aborting isn't the answer? So what am I supposed to do now? I get what you're saying. I'm saying that second-hand copies of games should not be shooting up to the value they are. And I say that as a game collector. I feel like the prices have gotten absurd. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure I can complete the next step. So let's trigger the next one. So let's have a look. Defeat gunship CMD segment 1. The guest has now crashed. Xenia has paused itself. Okay. That's not good. Xenia is continuing to crash. Whoops. Okay, don't select that one. Got it. So look, Fodder Battle, CMD Segment 2. Okay, so that takes us straight to the dock. With this fight that we've done. Brawler Battle, CMD Segment 3. Oh, these were the big guys. Right, okay. Except there's people running around now. There's scared pedestrians where there wasn't before.
Rest up, big guy.
Rescue Helicopter CMD4. Alright, so we've done those. Street fight in 3 locations. Guest does crash. Okay. It's always a chance of that with prototypes. Your birthday's coming up in 2 months. You're not, like, counting down or anything. I just recently had my birthday. And I'm happy to report I did absolutely nothing special for it. Because fuck birthdays. Flare up zone 1. The lights on top of this building have no texture. Activate scanner.
Hello, 911. Please state your emergency. Oh, yeah, hi. There's a bunch of thugs hanging around near my apartment. They're smashing stuff up and threatening people. Please get out here and do something. You gotta get someone down here before things get out of hand. Thank you, sir. Stay in the building. We'll get someone out there as soon as we can.
This placeholder audio is great. Okay, let's get over there and stop the people from destroying that guy's apartment. Set complete. You win a fat prize. You've unlocked the Web Devastator. Feeling overwhelmed? Unleash this ability to fire dozens of webs in all directions. Backflip midair, perform a midair combo. So they got, like, the basics of an interface built in. Just go up to the... Love it.
Hello, 911. Please state your emergency. Oh, yeah, hi. There's a bunch of thugs hanging around near my apartment. They're smashing stuff up and threatening people. Please get out here and do something. You gotta get someone down here before things get out of hand. Thank you, sir. Stay in the building. We'll get someone out there as soon as we can.
Oh, you gotta come. There's people smashing up my apartment. Wow, this had so much potential. But it's not like we were starved for Spider-Man games or anything. So while it's sad we didn't, get this, we still got, Web of Time, Friend and Foe, Friend or Foe. That's it, Web of Shadows, Edge of Time. Was that Edge of Time? Amazing Spider-Man. Like, we've got a ton of great games this era.
You're whining. You'll get 3 meals a day. Rest up, big guy.
There's a game called Uncharted that's a rip-off of the real Uncharted. I'm familiar with a game called Ibn Battuta, which is, you know, a rip-off of Uncharted. It was going to be an episodic game, and it had 1 episode. Our Zelda prototype, sweet. I'm really hoping that one day we get that Breath of the Wild prototype with all the Kyoto landmarks in it, because that looks so cool. They made a mistake showing that to the public, because, you know... Now I've seen it, I want it. Mission complete. I think what happens is a lot of these enemies spawn in the air, and then drop to the ground and die. Unlock the same move for completing every battle. I mean, given... If this had the time it needed to be completed, this would have been a good game. I can tell there's a lot of potential here. Definitely would have been a better game than Spider-Man 3. That's for sure. Complete stage, toggle invulnerability, toggle add impressions. Language difficulty. Toggle targeting. When was this supposed to release? Well, the movie was supposed to come out in 2011, so this would have been 2011. Xbox 360, but sort of 2011 time. Yeah, the Kyoto prototype of Breath of the Wild looks so good. I want it! I want it! I want it! Nintendo, please. Somebody in Nintendo leak it, please. NIS test did nothing. Spider-Man 4. Did nothing. Okay. Archetype 1. Problem requires your attention. We'll ignore that. Whoa! Fast burger. That's not a nipple, is it? Oh, it's 2 lips kissing. Right, okay. It looked skinular, but it's fine. It's first party, so it's fine. It's artistic nudity. People just fall through the ground. Orpheum presents award-winning play by Joshua James. Shocked. Sponsored by Burbank. Is that a real thing? Must have been a placeholder texture. National News 21. Crazy Waves compact discs. So does each archetype option just drop me off in another part of the city? Nope, I'm back where the burger is. Cherry Mobile. Zing Cola. Trade in your battle axe for a hot alien babe. GameStop. Yeah, okay. These are placeholders. Satake, where class and elegance meet. Point. Cherry Mobile. Get up. Stop falling through the ground. You should ask the cars how they do it. How they magically stick. Is there a full boss fight in this? I don't think so. I think a few minor enemies. Essentially, what we've already seen, just in various different flavors. The Wii prototype felt a little bit further along. Its environments were definitely a lot more detailed. That one was Eurocom. I don't know who specifically was developing this one. But the Wii one was really something. So if I pick, let's say, Archetype 5, again, puts me in the street with the fast burger. Okay. Now, I saw something there that said Bugle Interior, and I'm very curious about that. Bugle Interior test. Doesn't take me to the Bugle. Ah, man, I was hoping for an interior. C18MO1. Nope. C50MO3. No. Collectible Most Wanted 1. Ah, here we go. Most Wanted spotted. It's Bill Gates! Okay. It's Bill Gates! I knew that guy could not be trusted. We captured Bill Gates, everyone.
That's enough out of you.
Amazing. They're using the classic Bill Gates mugshot. I love it. That's great. Collectible photo up. Oh no. Oh no. I fell under the map. Oh. Oh, frame rate has dropped. 17.7, 18.01. My inputs have locked up. Crash. Alright. I'm gonna try photo up fresh now, because trying to load it after the Bill Gates capture mission might have broken it. Collectible photo up. Oh shit. Oh my god, everything moves so fast. Xenia has paused itself. A crash dump has been written in the log. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's incomplete. These things are bound to happen. The fact we can even run this at all is a miracle. Right, okay. And now on collectible photo op. Take it the photo op is atop the building, or? Spider-Man, please. Please. Spider-Man, be a good man. Oh god. Love it. Absolutely love it. Looks like I can't do much from here. Next one. Empty E3. Nothing. A second bugle. Int the Daily Bugle. Oh, it says interior the Daily Bugle. It's not the interior of the Daily Bugle. It's the roof of the Daily Bugle. He just magically made the car vanish. I'm honestly surprised this prototype has cars. Like, this is way further along than I was expecting. But yeah, interior Daily Bugle is not the interior of the Daily Bugle. That's for sure. Is it even the Daily Bugle? Yeah, it is. It was hard to tell from a glance. Let's continue looking. MM test. Majora's Mask test? It's a mission marker. So I'm gonna go ahead to that. Oh, it's the same mission markers as before. MM test 2. Nope. MM test 3. Nothing. New York City test. Nothing. SM test. Nothing. Slowly making our way through the list of missions here. Test Brine. No. Test Sea Winder. Nope. Test Dialogue. Test Game. Test Rescue Mission. Nope. Versus Airship. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I just got knocked off a rooftop by a rock. Yeah, sure enough, look, there's a blimp there. This is glorious. This is utterly glorious. Oh, the PSP Elder Scrolls game, yeah. That's, allegedly cancelled because Todd Howard didn't like how it was coming along in development. That's what I had heard. Allegedly, Todd Howard didn't like it. Didn't like how it was progressing. Yeah, he put his name to the mobile phone Elder Scrolls game. Let's see what the last mission is and if we can load it. Versus rescue. We can. Oh, there's people! You're safe with me! What? Hold on, are these basketball hoops? Spider-Man never kills. Got it. I love this. I rescued them people good. Hey, look, they're not dead. Oh, wait, no, that's not people. Where am I getting shot from? Yo! What's with the War of the Worlds style alien jet there? This is wild. Oh, do you mean like is Spider-Man playable in the new the Tony Hawk's 1 and 2 from like 3 years ago? No, I don't think he is. Well, its model changed when I blew it up, but it was killable. Oh, it's another one. I mean, I could look it up for you. I don't think I've got it installed on this rig. I do own it on EGS, but I don't think I've got it installed on this rig. Now there's two of them. If I go complete stage, complete mission. Toggle add impressions. Oh, that's beautiful. Sister info, frame rate, ooh. Italian? For the true experience, for the true Spider-Man experience. I think we've probably exhausted this prototype for what there is to see in it. Hey, Chuck, how's it going? What I have here is a unfinished prototype of Spider-Man 4 based on the cancelled Sam Raimi film. This was going to be released on Xbox 360 if it was ever finished, which it was not. Presumably it got cancelled when the film got cancelled. I think it might be an endless loop. I think it might just be spawning more of these things to fight. Oh my god, get back on the road! Get back on solid road! Okay. Remarkably playable given the state. But unfortunately, there's no other missions to select from the list. That was the very last one. It's a shame. I think we've exhausted this for everything that's in it. It is a very useful superpower. Come on. Rip and tear. Enemies are just falling through the ground and they immediately die. Love to see it.
Time for some fun.
It's a radioactive spider. I mean, anything's possible, right? Oh, that Wii U, yeah. I mean, the Joy Sound software itself is easy to get a hold of, because I had it on my Wii U back in the day. I didn't have any credits for the Joy Sound app, but I had the Joy Sound app. But yeah, no, that Wii U, I'm assuming, was used in actual karaoke bars. So I know the software itself was used in karaoke bars. Are the enemies actually speaking in Italian now? I think they are. So the language toggle works. But just for the voice files. But it doesn't change Spider-Man's voice to Italian. Pull, 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 pull! Had this been finished, I think I would have loved this. I mean, I love it now, but had this game been released, I'm sure it would have been a lot of fun. I'm walking here! Okay, I'll get you down. You're down. Did it just... Oh, it's spawning more enemies for me. I love it, the enemies just fall through the ground and finish themselves off. It's brilliant. Get me out of here! It's love that I could just keep mashing B and just more webs come. Like, I wonder if there's a limit. I wonder if I can crash the game. Watch him go. Just love watching the chaos that this Spider-Man has wrought. He's destroyed New York City. He's a menace! You serious? I did it. Way! Mission complete. Spider-Man saves. Oh, you're saying this whole thing is a fever dream caused by Mysterio? Could be. I don't think Mysterio was going to be in the movie. But then again, Mysterio was in the Spider-Man 2 game, and he wasn't in the Spider-Man 2 movie, so... Yes, yes, yes! Yes, spin! 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 I love this. I want to see it just bouncing down the street. That's what I want to see. Yes! Yes, more chaos! More chaos! More chaos! Not another one. I suppose the same treatment for you. Spider-Man just there gesturing. That was glorious. This is amazing. I need more Xbox 360 prototypes. I'm gonna go digging through the Internet Archive for more. I get what you're saying, but haven't we had enough Lego games? We could afford to have less. Less games and less DLC for those games. Oh my god! Lego Fortnite Marvel collab. Well, they sort of have. It, like, if you have the Wolverine skin, for example, you get the Lego Wolverine. If you got any of the Spider-Man skins, you get the Lego Spider-Man. I wish the Lego mode in Fortnite played a bit more like a Traveler's Tales Lego game, you know, because if I wanted to play Minecraft, I'd play Minecraft, right? Is there anything else we can get out of this prototype? I think that's it. I think we've seen everything. I think we have seen everything. Oh. Oh, black screen. Xenia has now crashed. A dump has been made. A dump has been made. A dump has been made. Oh dear. I was hoping the Lego Fortnite game might play a bit more like Lego Worlds, but no. Wasted opportunity, I feel. Right. I want to see if, on a fresh boot, these test options do anything. No. They don't. So that really is everything you can do in this prototype. I mean, it's impressive. And the finished product probably would have been very good based on the potential of what I played here. This one is definitely less complete than the Wii Spider-Man prototype that we saw. This one's got more involved web slinging, and it's an open world. It's definitely using some of the set pieces I recognize from the Wii version. But the Wii version had far more detail in its environments. I guess because it wasn't going for an open world. This reminds me a lot of a prototype I can't talk to you about. That was very cool, that I played over the Christmas period. A prototype that ninjas would want to know my location. So unfortunately I can't stream it. But that was of a similar level of completion, but that prototype had like full-on cutscenes and set pieces and quick-time events. How much city have we got? If you swing too far, does the game just, like, send you back? Apparently no. So does the city end? Yeah, it knocks you back. If you jump into the water. Oh my god. Okay, I get it. You don't want me in the water. God. Those just blocks of brick, just like in the sky. Sure enough, they're solid. Sure enough, there's people in the cars. I'm kind of surprised. Well, not all the cars, as it turns out. Okay, there's people in some of the cars. There's people in the yellow cars. When it decides you're going to clip through something, it just forces you to stand in a weird position. And anything you press on the analog stick here will just make you move forwards. Spider-Man's forwards. Like that. Even though I was holding a completely different direction. It's a lot of weird... I mean, obviously, it's incomplete, right? Like, I can't be, like, mad at what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing is It's beautiful. It's how the sausage is made. Holy fuck. Whee! It's glorious. I love it. Incredible. I've just realized how, like, most of the buildings in the map are the same building. Are the Star Trek RLM videos worth watching with very little knowledge of Star Trek? Yes. I have very little knowledge of Star Trek either, and there's just a lot of them ribbing each other when they don't get certain things right. It's great. You should watch them. They're funny. And Mike Stoklasa is such a sore loser, and also such a sore winner. So seeing him get extremely salty is funny. So they're worth watching, yeah. The Hulk is incredible. This is amazing, damn it. Okay. This is amazing. I stand corrected. Spider-Man advertising beer. Is that a real beer? Yeah, I was super happy to see a new RLM, and then I was sad it wasn't Best of the Worst or Black Spine. I was disappointed. That's not to say their other content isn't good, it's just I always have a smile on my face when it's a new Black Spine or Best of the Worst, because that's ultimately the kind of content I'm trying to ape with Junk Tape Lotto, so... You know, they say make what you like to watch, right? I like to watch RLM, so that had a huge impact on... Oh my god. That had a huge impact on Junk Tape Lotto. Yo, Matzo. This is the Xbox 360 prototype of Spider-Man 4. Yeah, the collision is fucked. I feel like their collision worked at one point and then stopped working. There's indication that the city layout changed at some point, because you've got cars and stuff floating in the air here. And pedestrians just spawning in and dropping.
Now, what was it Aunt May said she wanted me to remember? Sometimes this city all looks the same to me. I didn't know this was not believe my own eyes.
Yeah, I reckon that their collision map might be either corrupted or based around a city layout that changed. But a lot of the core things like the combat, being able to web things and people, it's currently in the game. The webbing is particularly broken, which I enjoy. But we have heard this music non-stop for an hour now. It does seem quite accurate, yeah. I think it's the blank white buildings that you clip through. That part is particularly accurate. Yeah, there we go. You can web objects and you could just add, like, 50 strands of web to things. You could just keep webbing. And it kills the frame rate. The carnage! The absolute carnage! Hey, Sushi! How's it going? Well, here's the thing. I wanted to play this on actual hardware, but it won't boot on my JTAG'd Xbox. The executable file kicks me back to the dashboard. Excuse me, sir. Wow, are you seeing this shit? Yo, Spidey! What up? It's me, your friendly neighborhood menace. Floating cars, yeah, it's something. Very incomplete. Yeah. So this game was scrapped because the movie it was based on was scrapped. If you vaguely recall, I played a Wii prototype. This is the Xbox 360 prototype. So the game was going to release on Xbox 360, PS3, Wii. I think at one point it was... Was this coming to DS as well? I think this was coming to DS as well. And all the versions got scrapped. Because the movie got scrapped. And over time, the prototypes have leaked to the public. Oh, Oscorp building. Look at that. The pure white Oscorp building. My favorite. I'm not even being critical of this. I love it. I love what I'm seeing. I love that there's just entire streets that are missing. I love that you've got objects like this children's play frame and it's just pure pink. I like that when you're on a platform that doesn't have proper collision, you just sort of hop forwards. Hop, 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 hop. Until it lets you move again. There's so much of this that's just really charming in its unfinished state. But, I mean, we're on the outskirts of the city, right? Where everything's broken, the car paths are messed up. You know, there are parts of the city that, although the collision's messed up, look really nice. I'll show you the Bill Gates mission. Because I feel like showing that off again. So, collectible most wanted. This will put us in the rather sort of more complete-looking area of the city. But we've got a most wanted target. Bill Gates! has shown up on the in the streets. So it's time to catch Bill Gates. Get up. Yep, it's Bill Gates. He's It's looking a bit worse for wear. You could say he's stuck. But the more webs we add, the more he starts to spin around. So yeah, this was obviously a placeholder asset. They weren't going to have somebody with Bill Gates' mugshot in the finished game, of course. It's a placeholder. As funny as it would have been. I'm trying to get that frame rate down. 13.8, come on. I don't think so, because if they were using that engine, they would have everything finished. This feels like it was made from scratch. This ended up being the engine that Prototype used. So this game ended up becoming the game called Prototype. From my understanding. I think it's a classic Photoshop, but I'm not sure. It's a very old internet meme, like it's mid-90s. Okay, we'll get him down. I'm sick of hearing him. We did it! We defeated Bill Gates. And now the game doesn't know what to do. I think we've exhausted this for everything that we can find in it. Which, you know, over the course of an hour, that's not too bad. But I think, yeah, we've exhausted this one. I think, in the case of that Esso ad, I was just more... I think this... Sorry. Different thought trains. Mats has just mentioned Radical. Yeah, somewhere around here there is, a poster that mentions Radical Entertainment, which makes me think that this was a Radical Entertainment joint. I can't remember where it is. I think it's that one. Get up. Yeah, it's this one here. Tokyo Sunset, a radical... Oh, get up. Get up. A radical entertainment presentation, Tokyo Sunset. So yeah, I think it was developed by Radical Entertainment. Because it specifically mentions them on that picture. So it wasn't that I didn't get something about that Esso ad. I was just amazed by not only the fact they used Eye of the Tiger, but they had a version of Eye of the Tiger with lyrics related to Esso. It's the quality, the service, and the value. It's the mother in the car, and you can't hear her, but you can read her lips, and she says, "She needs the loo." Like, there's so much about that advert that's just funny. I probably could have substantiated better why I reacted to the ad that way, but that's the thing about Junk Tape Lotto, is the more of them I make, the better I get at producing them. What am I webbing? Random people's cars. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything else in this prototype that's, like, weird or noteworthy. Just a whole lot of things that you can drop into. Any anime for you these days? Yeah, I started watching Steins Gate Zero again. This time with the intention of finishing it. I still hate it. I still hate it a lot. But I'm gonna stick with it this time. I'm gonna watch it through. But I still hate it. It really is quite amazing out here, isn't it? Look, okay, we did see something cool there for a second. We saw a car try to climb up a wall vertically. I want to see if I can get close to where this car collision is. If I can get somewhere solid to stand on. Yes! Show me more. Show me more cars failing to get up there, because this is glorious. I want to see more cars falling off. Come on. It's not going to send any more cars this way now. This had a lot of potential. A few of these glitches are caused by the emulator, but you should see what this prototype looked like the first time I booted it up in the emulator. Everything was black and there was white lines on everything. It had such a stylish visual style. It was very pretty to look at, but it also would have hurt anybody's eyes for more than 2 minutes. I'm sure these are all real landmarks in New York City. People just clipping through the ground. I love this. Did it look a bit like Vibraman? Yeah. Do we know how long this game got? I don't think so. I think maybe a few months. Why do I think a few months? Because this would have been due out. This would have been due out 2011 to coincide with the fourth movie. We have 2 prototypes from October and November, and I believe this is the October one, of 2009. So I would suspect a 2-year development cycle to get it out in time for the movie. That would mean this only had a couple of months. That's what I think. I believe this only had a couple of months. Spider-Man 4... the movie game tie-in was set to release on May 6th, 2011. However, issues with Sony Columbia caused the film to be cancelled. Development of Spider-Man 4 began late in 2008. Right, so it might have had a year. Prototype had already come out. The Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC version was based on Prototype. And then the stuff that they made for this game was put into Prototype 2. So it was actually the other way around. Developers have estimated the game was about 10 to 15% complete. And we played the Wii version before. The Wii version I was quite, quite impressed with. Yeah, this might have had a year by the time of the version that we played here. The Wii version was a lot more complete. What I'll do is I will put the other link in the chat as well. Do you think one day you might watch a Japanese VHS tape and junk tape lotto? If I ever get my hands on a Japanese tape, sure. But it's like, it's what can I feasibly get my hands on in the UK? And the answer is Tyne T's recordings from the 80s by the looks of things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get my hands on anything exciting. Which is disappointing, but I could only really cover what I get my hands on. Yeah, the ultimate idea is once Junk Tape Lotto takes off, which it fucking will do, I hope, because I put a lot of money into it, that maybe then people will start sending me tapes. That's the dream. That people start sending me tapes, and then I have a never-ending supply of stuff to cover. I'm glad that you enjoy it. That knowing there is at least one person who's watching it and enjoying it is enough for me. But Acid's watching it as well, and commenting. So just getting those comments, makes me feel like it's worth it. The next one is Stephen Mulhern doing magic tricks, and then after that we've got 3 Pinky and Perky reaction episodes featuring Garlips, and Garlips and I are looking to record another VHS tape sometime this week. So fingers crossed there'll be some more. What? Yeah, the Pinky and Perky copyright's cleared up now. So there was a song. There's a Loch Ness Monster puppet, and it sings a song. And 5 seconds of that song got me a Content ID claim. So I just chopped even more of the song out that wasn't relevant until I had the absolute bare minimum of what I needed, and that has cleared up now. I think I have one outstanding copyright issue on my channel, and I'm waiting for the publisher of the game to take the claims off that video. And that was for the live stream of Lake that we did. I think it was last week or the week before. I know I haven't been streaming a lot recently because I've been focusing more on video content. And just in general, job search has been hugely time-consuming and absorbing. Another place that turned me down is hiring again. For the same position, so I've sent them another application. And that's basically how it's going until someone decides they actually want to take a shot on me. Was that actually part of the Pinky and Perky show? Yeah, so Pinky and Perky, do you think that you'll do You Can Read? Yes, that's the plan. We'll eventually make our way through all the You Can Read tapes. I was thinking about doing Adventures in Letterland first. The problem with You Can Read is we want to jump straight into space and do the space episode because it's full of tons of childhood trauma for both my brother and I. But the problem with space is it's like tape number 11 or 12. And, we're not going to jump in at number 12. We're going to start with tape number 1 because that it makes sense to start there. So, yeah. Yeah, there was a Letterland special that was released on VHS tape, and I feel like it was made for classrooms, and then it ended up getting released on home media. Well, I'm going to bring the stream to a close then. I think we've exhausted this Spider-Man. I've just noticed it says Spider Dash Pause. Oh my god. Oh man, that's awful. Right. I'm going to bring the stream to a close. Just started snowing for you. I'm expecting some Wednesday night. Fingers crossed. I mean, it's definitely cold enough to snow, but it's not precipitating right now. For me, it's definitely cold enough. It was -1 earlier. Feels like -5, and it's probably still quite chilly even now. I can have a quick look at what the temperature is if I can get the pocket with my phone in unzipped. I'm hoping for more snow. Because snow's great, because you can go out and record like a video segment in snow, and it adds a shit ton of production value to your video just to have it snowing, you know? It's -1 right now. It was -2, it's -1 right now. So it probably won't snow. Precipitation, it's very humid, which is a good sign, because that means there's moisture in the air, but and the dew point is -5, which means that if it does precipitate, it will be snow. However, I don't believe it's going to precipitate here. It's just cloudy all night. I think there's a good chance of precipitation on Wednesday. And if not, at the end of the week. So there might be some snow eventually. Right. I'm going to go. Thank you very much for joining me. This was an interesting prototype. I have the... Let's see if we can boot the Milo and Kate prototype. We probably can't play it, because I don't have Xbox 360 Connect plugged up to the PC. But let's see if we can boot Milo and Kate. I'm curious. I have to extract it first. Stream's not closing. It's probably closing very soon, but I just want to see if we can boot Milo and Kate. Because Peter Molyneux's lying simulator got leaked. And I'm curious if we can even boot it. We might as well try. I'm just extracting it now. We won't be able to interact with it, because it requires a Kinect. But I want to see if we can boot it. I'm hoping I'll be able to run it on my actual Xbox 360, because then I'll be able to play it with the Kinect. So, not that Milo and Kate. Milo... Project Natal, Milo, was a lie by Peter Molyneux. Okay, it wasn't necessarily a lie, it's just Molyneux has a habit of exaggerating things. It crashed! It crashed Xenia! It crashed Xenia! Milo release.xex crashed Xenia. No way. It boots up a little bit. It shows me the title Fable 2. And then it just crashes. Although it's staying open now, it's just not doing anything. It's a black screen. Let's try reopening Xenia. So it looks like this game was built off of Fable 2, because it's got the same product code as Fable 2. Which makes sense, it was Lionhead Studios. It was around that time. But no, all I'm getting is a black screen. That is disappointing. Well, there's one other thing to try. No, the exe file will not run. That's disappointing. Got some video files from inside the game, though. Snail Squish intro sequence.
In an ordinary house. His name is Milo.
I don't think they would have ended up using a 2D art style for the introduction. We've got video files. We've got all the game files here. We just can't run it. That is so disappointing. Yeah, so it turns out Milo is the name of the boy and Kate is the name of the dog. And no, so to kind of describe what Project Milo was, it was a 3D boy and his dog, and you have the Connect set up, and you can speak to Milo, you can show him things, you can make gestures to him, you can ask him questions, and he will give you answers, but they bigged it up as this super intelligent AI that can understand the user, and basically all the answers to questions were built in to a single answer file. I'll give you an example. Yeah, Notepad++. So basically, every single answer, group, and these are location-based answers, so it shows you where on the Earth those locations are. So where they were like, oh, this is a super intelligent AI that knows everything, no, it has a very specific set of questions it can be asked. And they made it sound like it was super smart. But it was really a lie. Project Milo was nothing like what they made it out to be. But unfortunately, it doesn't boot for us. Oh well, I don't really have anything else to show off. Actually, will that boot? Oh, will that boot? It's very early. It's got nothing in it. It's definitely not ready to be, seen by the public in any way, shape, or form. But will it boot? It boots. Oh, bonus! Little Brucey bonus for you. Halo Reach prototype. I agree. I agree not to show anybody. Play the alpha. Yeah, Halo Reach was released to the public. Establishing connection. Please do not turn off your Xbox 360. Oh my god! It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I can't see a thing. Marvelous. I'd like to test this one on on hardware at some point. Well, that was an interesting experiment. Thank you very much for joining me for this archive dive. That Spider-Man prototype was something. I'm going to go now, though. It's been great. We will have a proper catch-up, a proper stream, some point soon, I promise. This was just something I wanted to jump into and quickly take a look at. Alright, take care, everybody. Until next time, if we live that long. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.